For the location of its first Renaissance hotel in Alberta, Marriott International chose the Edmonton International Airport. The site presented some engineering challenges that called for innovative solutions.
We decided to build something that was going to be scalable and expandable, and therefore the method of construction that we looked at was something that was going to give us that type of flexibility.
Girder slab method of construction is a unique structural steel solution incorporating hollow core planking, providing a low floor-to-floor height opportunity.
We have a height restriction being at the Edmonton International Airport that is pretty finite. And the girder slab system allowed us to be able to increase the amount of guest rooms. It allowed us to get an additional floor on this hotel, which was really important.
This method of construction would allow us to build faster, including during cold winter months, because we didn't have to wait for curing of conventional concrete to allow additional floors to be placed on top of them. And we were able to be more proficient with the execution of the project through the design process, as well as through the construction by bringing prefabricated materials onto site and erecting them very, very quickly.
The Marriott Renaissance Edmonton Airport Hotel is a marvel of modern engineering and an ideal finalist for a CISC Alberta Engineering Award. The striking looks of Calgary's Peace Bridge have received a lot of praise, but the engineering that went into it is also worthy of commendation. Its location and design were only two of its engineering challenges.
Innovation was involved by choosing a system that can span 125 meters, had to add a separated bike lane and pedestrian lanes, which makes this bridge very wide. So it's a wide bridge with a small structural height. And that challenge was met with a very unique and complex structure. It's a semi-elliptical helix structure, which is unique in the world to date. The structure itself was designed in such a way that it can be transported to site because it was not possible to build it all on site. So it's made out of two identical pieces. On the one side of the bridge is a very busy road. So the erection was done using a temporary bridge, and the bridge was pushed over the river within a 2-day span.
It became a project where we actually had to fabricate essentially a fabrication facility on site, so that would totally cover the entire length of the bridge, so that all the work, all the welding work, could be done in a controlled environment throughout the course of the winter.
The engineering that went into the Peace Bridge is a significant contribution to its functionality and beauty, which is why it's a fitting finalist for a CISC Alberta Engineering Award. The new Calgary Science Centre, TELUS Spark, contains many geometric design elements that could not have been achieved without the substantial thought and planning that went into its engineering.
For me, being the project superintendent, was all schedule. We broke the building down into 7 quadrants so that we could start in one corner and then finish off at the dome. And then when the big trusses went up, I believe they're 132 feet long and 32 feet tall, and they had to fit in a pocket on the south end and then fit into a pocket on the north end. It all got lifted in one day.
One of the unique features of the building is the dome theater. It is a very unique shape. It looks kind of like a turned over Rubik's Cube. There's a curved screen inside the space and a lot of mechanical, electrical, and structural supporting elements. So it took a lot of coordination to make sure that when we were building the space that we didn't interfere to where the screen was supposed to go. And it took a lot of coordination to make sure that we could actually build it without and fit everything into the space.
There was 1,200 pieces of steel in the roof alone, so it was kind of very complicated. We were within 2 inches of the screen when it was all said and done. And then the structural elements in the dome is something that hasn't been built in the city of Calgary before. And for me, it was one of the best projects I worked on in my career.
With the completion of TELUS Spark, Calgary has another iconic landmark, thanks to a major engineering effort. That makes it a worthy finalist for a CISC Alberta Engineering Award.